Sorry, girl, I gotta go. Yeah, you know this ain't the old me. Try to keep it on the low.
Hello guys, welcome back to HackerRaj channel. So in today's video we are going to make a Python script by which we can hack Facebook. So you all know that Facebook is very highly secure platform, which is the most secure platform. It is secure that it is more secure than Google. So all the online tools who call that they can hack Facebook, they are all fake, and to gather the traffic of the website they are using that. So don't fall in a trap for that websites. So Facebook can be hacked only by the way of phishing, and it depends whether a user fall in a trap. If a user fall in a trap, by only he or she's Facebook account can be hacked. So we will write a Python script, we will build a fake application which looks like real to the other users, so that they can use and we can collect the username and password from that software. So let's get started. So I have opened my PyCharm. We will write the code here. Before that we need to set up something. We will open the XAMPP. XAMPP is a cross-platform database control system. We will start the MySQL because we need a database where we can store the username and password that are been hacked from the other users. I am using the localhost, but you also can use the remote MySQL site who provide the remote action for the database, or where you can set the exe file or the software to any one of the user in the world, so that their data can be arrived in your database remotely. So you can also use the remote mysql.com site where you can gain access to a remote database. So I'll also teach you how to do that, but for now we will do in our local host, that is phpMyAdmin. So I have created a database named fb_hack. So we will create two columns, one is username, another one is password, and we will also name the table name as fb_hack. So by the time the table is created, we will name the column as username and password. So it will be of varchar type, and you can give the length across 100 because it is more than enough. So we are good to go. Sorry, I have mistakenly created another column. Okay, leave it, no problem. So save it. See, two columns are there, username and password. It is of varchar type. So again close this, and now by the time we will start writing the program. So basically the program will look like a GUI mode, where I am going to write a program. So the program tells the user how secure is your Facebook, because we all know that there are various type of exe or APK or any other software who claims that they can show how many times your Facebook can be hacked. So user will be they will be very much curious to know that how many times their Facebook account has been hacked. So they will give the username and password in that application, and by the random number generator we will generate a random number, because they don't know how many times their number have been there. So it does not matter, we can generate any kind of number. So let's start. So for that we will import some modules, that is PyMySQL, which is used to connect the database from any Python file. So I will write import PyMySQL import random for generating the random variable, random number, sorry. And we will work on a GUI mode. So for that we need a module known as Kinter. It is present in Python. For all the modules who don't have that modules, please install it by pip install that module name. I have installed all the modules, so I have that I can use it in my program. So if you use that in your program and have not installed the modules in previously, so it will generate an error. So import, so I will write from Kinter, import all the modules, import all. So we will show the user a message box. For that we need a message box which is also present in Kinter. From Kinter, import message box, import Kinter dot message box. So all the importer has been complete. So now we will build the application one by one. Root equal to tk, so we will name the application Facebook Hack Check. And the geometry means the length and the width of the program would be around 700 cross 400. It will be fine. So now I will take a function which will connect the database. So ulet is for username, so at first in the blank window it will be there as blank, so we have to give this like, so that it will remain blank, the password and username. Now db equal to py mysql dot connect, and this is the most important step. Please do it carefully. Here 3 variables is to pass the site name, that is in my case it is localhost, and if we use the remote MySQL it will be remotemysql.com or any other website that containing the database. So I will give localhost, now in this we will write the root, the name of the MySQL server, that is root, and it is the username. Root is the username, and here the password is blank in my case. If you have any password, please give it. In my case it is blank. And the database name. The database name we have created fb_hack. So the database is successfully connected, and cr equal to db dot connect cursor. Now we will execute a SQL command so that our username and password values can be stored in the respected column of the database. So cr execute, it will be a SQL query, insert into the database name fp hack. Username, comma, password. Values. Here we will write the Python. Means in case of normal database we will pass the value here, but we will pass the value with help of Python, so that it will be %s, that represent of varchar in case of Python. %u, p. Sorry, this will be up to this only. Yes, now it is all right. We have to commit this. Now we will set a condition for the random numbers. If the users give the blank, because some users are also quite tricky as of our hackers, so they can also test the exe by giving the blank. So if the exe given is blank and they get the number, so they will identify that this is fake. So we will generate a if else condition, so that if the username and password column is blank, they will show invalid. So if data not equal to, but means blank, message box dot show error, it will invalid. Okay, our if is complete, and now come to else portion. So here we will generate a random number r equal to random dot rand int. Let's see 12101, because it will be enough, because if a user 300,000, 200, 2000, it will be excessive and it will look very bad, or it will look very fishy something. So 12101 is enough. Again we will show a message box dot show info, this time show info, warning, your account has been hacked, %s times and we have passed it. Okay, so our main portion has been complete. So by this code we can get the username and data of the username and password of the user. So this function is complete. So now create the GUI portion, which will be look very much attractive to the user. Give the title, root, how secure is your Facebook? So it will be look very so give the background blue, because we all know that the Facebook color is blue, so it will be more attractive toward the user who will use this application. And the foreground, the color will be on white, just like Facebook. We can set the font also. Let the font be Arial. And the size, let's say 15. So our title is ready. So I think better to copy this, not to write. So this will be of level 1. Let's say LB1, and this is LB2. So text is username, here the text will be password. And in this case, no need to define any color, let it be predefined. And for this will be of row 1 and this will be row 2. So the second level is for username, and we also give a colon, it will look more promising. Username and password. The font size remains same, let it be small, it says 10. Yes, it will be look very nice. And here, complete. Now take the data. Entry. root 2020 Arial. Let the size remain also 15. Let this be little bit small, say 5, and we should initialize the variable. Text variable equal to USN. So this will be against the username. So it will be row equal to 1 and column equal to 1. So this is for username. So we will once again copy it. But in case of password, we will do some modifications, because we know that the password come as a marks or as a star, will not show the text which the user is writing. So for that we have to modify something. We also change the for PSW, and this will be against the password, so it is row 2 column 1. So by this command, the password the user will write, they will write the thing, we will capture the thing also, but the user will see in case of the software where they are writing star, because the password will be of marked, it is not unmarked. So it is done. So let's make another level. Let's see. Now we'll create the button. So check now. Font will be of same thing. Arial, size will be 15, and let's make this text little bit small. Command equal to login. So it will be down. Row 3, column 1. So it will shift towards column 1 and it will be row 3, some like the between. So direct under the password column. So we will close it by root, not main loop. So I think the program is ready to roll. Let me check once time again. So everything is okay or not. I think it is okay. So this function basically connect the database and we can get the username and password, and this is for the GUI mode. So run it. So it's showing some error. Group.title. So I can't see some error here. And also you see object has no attribute. Oh, it is spelling mistake. Sorry, TITLE. So, yeah. See, this is our application. So how secure is your Facebook username and password? So let's type something. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and let the password also be same. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So check now. So once again it is showing some error. I think the XAMPP is on. Once again refresh it. Yes, it is on. Oh, I see. Some syntax problem is here in this. Now I think it will work. Also for this. So see, sometimes in this kind of database, the single quote is given slightly different. But if you use Oracle, there will be no problem in this type of. So I think it is good to go. Once again try it. So let's close the application first and run it. So same thing. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So now check now. See, it is giving your account has been hacked 17 times. The user don't know how many times the account has been hacked, but it is generating a random integer 17 times. Okay, so let's close the application and see the magic. If we refresh this, see, our username and password has come to the database. So by this way you can create your own application. It is basically a process called phishing. So you can give the application to any user. You can give the application to any user. So they will be very much fascinating to know how much secure is their Facebook. So obviously they will try it, and you are already hacking their Facebook account. So in this case, where I am using the local host, You also can use remote MySQL for getting the data remotely. So here will be remote MySQL, here will be the username, here will be the password, and here it will be the database name. So you can create, I'm showing you, this is a free remote MySQL. You can get free databases for some period. You can log in from there. So by that process you can get the data remotely and you can send the application to anywhere in the world. So you can get the username and the password. So how to make this Python script to exe file? So there is a module in Python, AutoPy to exe. So in that module you don't have to write any command. It is a GUI module where the Python script is converted into the exe file. So by PyInstaller --f no console, by that command you can do that easily. But for those who are new to the programming, it is a pre-installed, it is a module file in Python, so you have to import it. So you have to install it first. Pip install AutoPy to exe. AutoPy to exe. Let me show you from this. So this is so you can see AutoPy to exe. This is a module. You can read about this module. It is a GUI mode application for converting a Python script to exe file. So call that application. See, so select the path of the file. Currently this is in my desktop, Facebook hackchecker.py. So it will be a Windows based. We will hide the console. We will also add any icon. So I have downloaded icon. It mentioned that the icon should be of .ico file, not PNG, not JPG. So we can also set some advanced things, and we can also, yes, the directory is same. I don't want to change it. So you can see the current command. They are also executing that command, but through a GUI mode. So it will be better for the programmer who don't know the program. So convert Py to exe. It generally takes some time. So by the time it is converting, so if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, and comment anything, any problem if you are facing it. I will try to solve all the problems, and also push the bell icon so that whenever I upload this kind of hacking videos or any tutorials or cyber security materials, so it will be come to you in a very short amount of time. So open the output folder. So see, we have generated a directory, and this is all the required DLLs for the application. See, this is the exe file generated, Facebook hack checker. Same thing, exe file, you can send it by any phishing link, or you can store it in database like Google Drive or Mega. You can share the link by shortening with bit.ly. So let's try another thing. See, your account has been hacked 30 times. Let's close the application. Go to the database, refresh it, and see, your username and password is coming. So if you enjoy this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friend who are interested in cybersecurity. Please watch the previous video of mine. I have made a video of WhatsApp hacking, how you can use a QRL jacker tool to hack the WhatsApp, and also the Acunetics web vulnerability scanner. So I will upload 2 videos in a week. So please watch the video. If you have problem regarding this video or any kind of problem in Python, please let me know in the comment section below. I will try to help you as much as possible. Please subscribe to my channel, and bye bye for today.